I don't think that this will last. I think that the Seahawks investing a pick in Zach Charbonnet out of UCLA is going to weigh on people's minds and sort of make them think twice about whether Ken Walker can get there for fantasy on a consistent basis while splitting backfield duties and most importantly, perhaps losing out on pass catching opportunities. Just to reiterate, Ken Walker he came into the league last year with a lot of question marks around his pass catching usage and ability. And he, confirmed everybody's worst fears. He's not very good at it. Ken Walker was graded by Pro Football Focus as last season's 40th best pass catching running back out of 50 qualifying backs. He had 27 catches for 165 yards, 165 yards last year. Ken Walker was 47th in yards per route run out of those 50 qualifying backs. So really, really bad. And Zach Charbonnet was solid, if not spectacular in college at catching the ball out of the backfield. So I think Ken Walker's going to deliver those big plays. He's going to deliver those 50, 60, 70-yard touchdown runs when he's healthy. But I think he's going to be very frustrated. I think people are going to wrap their heads around that eventually. We are going to see him fall in ADP, I think.
He's just a weird one because he's going to rise and fall based on probably absolutely nothing. Like, for all we know, his role will not change. But what we do know is that Pete Carroll will spend the entire summer talking up every single running back in this backfield. And he's basically will make Zach Charbonnet sound like a co-starter. Literally just today, Thursday, he was talking up Kenny McIntosh, I believe the 7th round pick. He said they thought they had a 3rd round grade on Kenny McIntosh.
Stop it with these. We had this round grade on these guys.
I know. So Pete Carroll talking up everyone and their mother in the Seahawks backfield, that is not going to stop. That's going to have like a chilling effect on the Ken Walker market when, for all we know, he's just going to be deployed the exact same way. And like, why would he not be? He was so good in that role last year. Whereas to the Seahawks, they had real trouble filling that 3rd down role. Travis Homer couldn't stay healthy. DJ Dallas couldn't stay healthy. Travis Homer's now gone. They're going to need someone to catch passes and fill that role. Zach Charbonnet makes perfect sense on paper. But I do agree with Denny's premise, though, that Ken Walker is going to fall. That's good, too. There could be like injury whispers, like, can this guy actually stay healthy? They used such high draft capital in his new backup. I don't really think he should fall, but I do think he will fall. And I do think when I'm on the clock, I'm like, man, I just can't trust Pete Carroll, and I'll make a different decision.
Right. So I was going to ask, if you were on the clock in a best ball draft right now, Pat, would you take Ken Walker or Aaron Jones?
Oh my Lord, I would take Ken Walker because I love big plays so much. Not that Aaron Jones doesn't provide those, but Aaron Jones is going on a few too many years of, well, surely Aaron Jones is going to finally explode as the pass catcher this year. And he's just like, he's like the ultimate. He is who he is. And it seems like we can't ever give that idea up where Ken Walker, especially in best ball, I think he can still like really shoot for the stars with him.
So what about J.K. Dobbins? Would you take him over Walker?
I actually would take J.K. Dobbins over Walker. And
what
about you, Kyle? I have Dobbins higher than average, I believe, in my rankings. So he might be one of the guys who's green when you go in and search for our outliers for me.
Yeah, I think I would also take J.K. Dobbins over him, and then I think I would not take Aaron Jones. I think I agree with you on both of those. Mostly, especially like Denny put in the context of best ball, but this is roughly true in season long too, is like, I want the guys who could absolutely like break football, even if it's just for a game, but maybe for a large stretch of games. And I think Aaron Jones is probably especially not that anymore with the Packers setup of not having Aaron Rodgers. That one little quirk in their offense this year, having the 4th-year quarterback who hasn't played a snap yet or whatever. That might be
one weird trick, as it's known.
And there's very much a chance that Ken Walker like just goes out and gets a ton of carries again and asserts himself as the team's RB1 because he's an elite big playmaker. I don't know if you guys remember this little player named Rashad Penny, but Pete Carroll hated him and he refused to play a guy who they invested a ton in and continued to give Chris Carson, who in his own right was a pretty good back, continue to give Chris Carson the work. So Pete Carroll is sort of like, you know, he's like Shanahan in that way where like they don't care about the capital. If you don't show well in camp, like it's not happening for you. And to have that potential on the table for someone like Ken Walker, where maybe he just continues to be an elite, heavy usage 2-down guy on an offense that's good, like it can also get him in the red zone. Like I want to be buying into that upside, even if I probably give up some floor that I would have gained with Aaron Jones.